welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would sit down and do my face using the new products I bought from Iconic London. I have the blurring primer, the super smoother blurring skin tint, and then I also got the Get Cheeky face powder palette. Yeah, it says powder palette. So I thought I'd sit down and do my face using these products, and then probably using the NYX Buttermelt highlighter and see how that goes. So yeah, let's just get right in. I'm looking around like, do I have any more products? So we'll just jump right in and get to it. So if you want to see how these products do, then just keep watching. I don't know, I'm having like a funky hair day, so I'm just gonna clip that back. Like, I don't know if it's just too clean, you know, like it just, I don't know. I'm just having a moment with it. So I'm just gonna clip it out of the way, get it back there. So I am excited to use these. I purchased these on Ulta. If you haven't watched my haul video, go ahead and watch that and you'll see the products. Super excited to use them. I'm really excited about this Underglow I'm really excited about this Underglow blurring primer. I like to use that type of stuff like in my middle of my face, my T-zone. So it says the weightless elixir perfectly melts with the skin, leaving a gorgeous, subtle, soft focus, semi-satin finish. Infused with blue light protection, vitamin C, and subtle pearls for a complexion that feels quenched and protected. So let's go ahead and try that. I already did my skincare, so I put all my oils and all my things on my face a while ago, and I had lotion on. So I'm just gonna go ahead. This comes in a little dropper like so. So I'm just gonna pick some of that up and just kind of dab it on my finger to get started and see how I feel about that. So it feels, feels very smooth, but like liquidy. You know how like, what is it, Smashbox, like their primers feel a little thicker and like have that silicone smell? This isn't like that. But obviously you can see how liquidy it is coming out of a dropper, or coming out of a dropper like that. It has a little bit of tackiness to it. I'm gonna go ahead and get a little bit more like on the outer part of my face. It has a very light, like powdery smell, almost like a baby powderish smell, but it's not like overpowering or anything. Shake well before use. I think I shook it up. It doesn't feel, out here it feels a little tackier, but I just put that on versus as in here it's been sitting for a little bit, but it doesn't feel sticky, which, you know, I'm kind of okay with that. I don't like sticky, and everybody's like, oh, it needs to be sticky for your foundation to stick to it, but I don't know. I just don't like touching my face and being like, oh, it's sticky. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the Super Smoother Blurring Skin Tint, and it says a lightweight hydrating skin tint with light to medium buildable coverage and a soft focus semi-satin second skin finish, enriched with plant-derived amino acids, peach flower, and peat extracts, plus a clever blurring complex that instantly enhance the complexion for fresher, plumper, smoother looking skin. So that sounds like a lot of promises in a little tiny bottle. So this is the color Warm Light. The blurring primer doesn't have like variations in color. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on the back of my hand, like so. It's not super thick. It's not super runny and thin either. And I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this P. Louise brush. I don't know what it is. I don't believe, oh, just kidding. It's the F4. And I'm just gonna tap into that lightly. And then I always start in the middle of my face. I don't know, this might be a little darker. We'll see, we'll make it work. And then I'm just gonna proceed to apply this in the middle of my face and then blend it out. So what's interesting is I feel like when I pick it up on my brush and I first go in with it, that it's super concentrated in that area where I first apply it, which I'm not used to that. And I don't know if it just appears that way because it's, I don't know, it seems very yellow. But as I move it around, I don't feel like it's a bad color. I don't know. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more. It's very interesting. Like, see there when I first put it on? It's like super concentrated right there. And it looks very yellow, but as I diffuse it out, it doesn't stay like that. So it's a good thing. I guess what I'm saying is that's a good thing because I thought it was gonna be, you know, the wrong color. But I think I can make it work. And then I think what I'm gonna do, I mean, I don't feel like the blurring in this area is anything that's super crazy, but it might need a little bit to just kind of set. I'm gonna go ahead and go in, this is slightly damp. So I'm gonna go in and just kind of pat all over my face. I usually like to do that because I feel like with the brush, like I like the application with the brush, but then I feel like sometimes you can see like those brush strokes, if you will. And then I feel like this just kind of helps it blend into the skin. I mean, I think the color actually worked out. It doesn't look too far off. Not too yellow. And like I said, this is warm light. Like it has a skin finish. Like I can still see like my skin through it. It says it's a buildable coverage to medium. I don't like things heavy on my face, so I'm not going to keep trying to build it up because then I'm just not going to like it anyway, because I like a light skin tint. Like I like moisturizers, like the tinted moisturizers. But yeah, I mean, it looks like as it sits for a little bit, it's a little more blurring. It's nothing crazy. You know, I didn't expect that. I don't want to look like I have a filter, you know what I mean? How people take pictures with filters and you're like, oh my gosh, like your skin's perfect. And then we're all like, we need to remember that it's fake. So moving on, this, I don't know, this is what roped me in. It's so cute. I just like the way like the geometrical shapes are on it, how they imprinted it. I don't know. So we're gonna go ahead. I don't know if these colors are gonna work for me or if they're gonna be too dark, but we're gonna find out. Hold on, I need to go ahead and put on a concealer and then do my brows and set my face. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I did my concealer and I did my brows, and I've actually gone back to using my Iconic London Tint and Texture Brow Perfecting Gel in medium brown. I like it. I'm pairing it. It's got a little tiny applicator, but I like it. It really gets in there and sets my brows how they need to be. And then I used sadly my eyebrow pencil in Bark from Beauty Bay. I really wish they'd bring it back because I don't know, I love the color and I feel like I have not found an exact match. It's just one of those small pencils. So I've been trying the NYX, but you know, when you find a product that you love and they take it away from you, it's sad. It's a lot. So anyway, let's get into it. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go in with the lighter shade first, obviously, so I can see what this shade is all about. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this Morphe brush. It's like a love-hate relationship. I love the size of the brush. I love that it's angled. Sometimes the hairs come out and then they're on my face and I'm like, oh, that's not a good thing. But like, I can't stop using it because I'm just so used to it and I know how my makeup is going to apply with it. So I don't know. You know, you got to take the good with the bad, right? So anyway, I'm going to pick that up. I'm going to lightly tap that into this, I don't even know, the second shade. It's the lighter shade. I'm going to tap it off and then let's see what happens. And just sometimes colors like this just come out a little too yellow. Okay. It's not bad. Not bad. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this on the upper part of my forehead, here on my cheekbones, and then down here along my jawline. I'm going to do a little bit down my nose. I mean, I think it looks nice. You know, here, sometimes after like I do a video and I'm editing it, it looks different on the viewfinder, you know, and it just depends on the way the light catches the coloring. But in this mirror and this mirror over here, and then obviously the viewfinder in front of me, so I have 3 different angles that I'm looking at. I think it looks pretty good. I mean, I'm not, you know, nothing crazy, just adding a little bit of color. So I'm gonna go in with that darker shade and just, because I really just want to see. I want to see how dark it is and what it's gonna, is it just gonna bring some warmth to the skin without looking too, I don't want it to look muddy. And that was just a very light amount. So I tend to concentrate more of the color over here sometimes when I'm applying like a bronzer. Okay. I don't know how they only have one color in this. Like, it wasn't like there were different options. Not bad, not bad. All right, let's go in. Ooh, I really want to use both of these blushes, but we're gonna pick one. Well, I guess I could do one on one cheek and one on the other cheek, and then we could see both of them to see the difference there. It's neat how they go from like light to darker. I'm gonna try to just tap the top of my brush into that lighter part and see. Yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna put my brush up in that color. Tap it around, tap it off, and then let's see. It's a pretty color. It's like a nice light flush of color. I don't like my blush to be too overpowering. I like that. It's got like a pinky peachy vibe to it. So, you know, going into this portion of it and then to here, it adds like that lighter peachy color to it. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this color now. Again, it doesn't have a color, it's just in the pan. And let's see. I want to put it across my nose, but I'm not gonna. Come around. So that looks more peachy, and then when I turn this way in the viewfinder, I can see more of the pink. Peachy, pink. So I don't know. I like the way both of them look. Oh, I'm inclined to want to go over here to the other side of my face, and I gotta stop. I think they look nice. I do. I'm gonna take a clean brush and just kind of blend it out a little bit because I didn't want to keep going in between the two colors. I think they applied very nice. Now let's go ahead and see how this Buttermelt highlighter from NYX looks on the skin. Ooh, I got it open that time. So I usually just use this tapered brush. It's again another Morphe brush out of whatever this copper collection was. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go into here, tap that off. Ooh, that's pretty. And then I just kind of go in circles around. Do a little section here, and then a little tiny bit here, little bit here. And sometimes I like to put a little bit up here above my brow, just to catch the light. That looks really nice. I wonder, is this slightly damp? It's not overpowering, it's very subtle, but like I like how the light catches it during movement, so it's not just like boom, you've got all this brightness, this highlighter on your face. Take my powder brush, just kind of clean up this area just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. I'm going to use my Cover FX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. Try it with any random card from a recent makeup purchase or an old makeup purchase. So I actually really like it. I like how everything applied. It does seem to have blurred a little bit. Again, it's nothing crazy. I don't feel like I look like I have like this crazy smoothing filter on my face, obviously. But it has blurred because I have some larger pores through here, and that's like my main focus. And it has blurred that to a degree. I like the way all the makeup kind of layered on top of each other. And I like the colors. I think they work for my skin tone. I don't know if you can go in a little heavier to kind of build up the coverage. Let's see what the package says with this face thing, the face palette. Create a sculpted skin perfected glow with natural luminosity using this multi-dimensional face powder palette, totally customizable. The gradient effect of these 4 versatile shades allows for limitless colorways that flatter and enhance all complexions for the most iconic glow. A mixture of soft matte and shimmer shades, the pearlescent pigments enhance the natural high points of the face, while the velvety, finely milled powders leave skin looking soft and smooth. So directions: apply with your preferred powder brush, swirling lightly across the gradient for a sculpted glow. Shades can be used individually or blended together for a customized look. So I guess that's where they're like, hey, if you want to take this darker shade, maybe you can deepen it up, really focusing up here in that topper part with any of the shades for that matter. So I feel like they're trying to blend, like doing like a light and fair skinned here, and then saying if you have darker skin tones you can go into those deeper portions of the color, and that's how it's, you know, usable. Would that be the word? Usable for everybody? I don't know. I mean, I didn't go in heavy handed with the blushes, and I think it worked for me for my skin tone. And again, I use usually I go more towards like light colors, light with neutral undertones. So anyway, I hope that helps you guys if you were looking at these products, and then you can kind of see how they turned out on my face. I think it looks nice. Oh no, I'll have to see about the wearability. Is that the right way to say that? See how long I wear it for. I have a couple hours before I have to go to work, so we shall see. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day or evening or whenever you're watching this.